partner doesn't smoke, so we go to a restaurant. I rub it in my hands after the meal. I don't go outside for a cigarette. Much more sociable.
The big difference is that Nicogel contains tobacco rather than just brand new chemically invented nicotine. Tobacco has over 1,800 compounds in it compared to only one in nicotine. The last time a tobacco product was invented was during the Crimea War, when the British soldiers saw the Turks smoking tobacco they rolled in newspaper, and thus the cigarette was invented. Since then, not much has gone on until we decided to shove tobacco in a gel that can be absorbed across the skin. We've got quite a lot of technology in the product, even though it just looks like a nice piece of gel. The transdermal technology, as we call it, the ability to move something across the skin rather quickly, is critical. It allows us to take that tenth of a dose of cigarette, if you will, and move it directly across the skin in under 40 seconds, which means that the average user will experience the cigarette satisfactional hit of tobacco in less than 90 seconds. And that's pretty good going. It's aimed for the smoker, for every occasion when the smoker finds themselves in a place that they're not allowed to smoke.
I use it generally when I'm out socialising with friends that don't smoke, as I don't like to offend them with the smell of a cigarette, so I find that works perfectly. I just rub it on for a couple of hours and it keeps me satisfied. So
I can carry on working away. I don't need to go outside for a cigarette. I used it once and I didn't smoke all afternoon.
Would you recommend it to other smokers?
Oh, definitely, definitely. There's more and more places where you can't smoke now. And just rub it in your hands. And you lose your craving.
Here in the UK we hold just slightly more than 40 tonnes at any one stage of tobacco. To give you an idea, that's equivalent of 40 million cigarette equivalents, so it's quite an awful lot stack of cigarettes. We take the tobacco, we make a complex tea with it. It goes into a resin process where we extract almost everything out of there. Some things we don't want. We don't want fibre, we don't want a lot of complex ions, calcium and other bits that can change the water quality. At that stage then we've got pretty much our liquefied tobacco. It's representative in much the same way as dry tobacco. If you look at the peaks on chromatograms of chemicals, they're represented in about the same proportions as they would be in dry tobacco. And the next thing then is to make a gel. We make a gel by combining the tobacco with our transdermal chip in part. We stabilise that, we add gelling agents, and at a particular temperature, and up comes the gel. At that stage we do two things. We either ship bulk gel to our customers around the world, or we pack off in the UK and then supply finished product. Spectacularly well. I mean, we've been going 15 months, initially started by some handmade samples sold on eBay in the UK, and we moved from there directly to Tesco making a bold decision before Christmas to take it. We're now in excess of 54 countries worldwide. The worldwide tobacco market exceeds $380 billion. Those for nicotine replacement therapies, NRTs, is marginal, it's about 15 billion. And of course, very, very few smokers actually want to quit smoking. So why not play to the bigger market and have margins that are comparable, if not better, than you get from NRT?
A new hand gel is about to hit the American market. It can reportedly help smokers get through those nicotine urges. The product is called Nicogel.
Okay, what am I doing right here?
And is already
It
sold
looks
in
as
Europe.
if... hands of us? Well, not exactly, but just a minute. I am smoking. I'm not making that up. This is smoking. Walgreens, the big drugstore chain, is now marketing something called Nicogel.
You feel
And what
satisfied, like
Nicogel
you already
is,
had
it's a
that cigarette.
hand gel.
That's what millions of people in Europe are saying about Nicogel.
I
It's
think
a
one of the
product
key
co-developed
core
by a
benefits of Nicogel is the product. The product is spectacular. You have to be less than humble about it of occasion, but it delivers exactly what it says it does. Delivers satisfaction in under a minute, time and time again. There's so very few things that do what they say they're going to do, so yeah. We've been fortunate to be extremely successful. In accountant terms, most companies like to operate at something like 1.5 to 2 times their current assets over their liabilities. Nicogel has in excess of 20 times that. So we're very successful. Successful in terms of sales, we're successful in terms of stability, we're successful in terms of having extremely good partners who are growing our brand with us globally. So we're delighted.